Good morning, Pontiac. Today is Monday, May 18th, 2026, and we are following a White Day schedule. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence.
Please be seated. On Tuesday, May 26th, Students Against Destructive Decisions is sponsoring a day of remembrance in honor of Marsha Bowman, a victim of a drunk driving crash. While driving herself, her daughter, and her daughter's best friend to Warwick Mall, her car was struck by a drunk driver and sent over the guardrail, where she and her daughter's best friend were tragically killed. Students Against Destructive Decisions hopes to honor her memory and raise awareness about the dangers of drinking and driving by holding a Remembrance Day on the 26th. Students Against Destructive Decisions encourages everyone to wear lime green or clothes with flowers or floral print to honor Marsha, as these were her favorite things. To read more about her story, you can find more information in the main foyer.
Make sure that you are scheduled for both blocks during W4 today.
Senior Elementary School walkthrough is scheduled for June 4th. The mandatory permission slip can be picked up in the office or in room 316. Please return it to Ms. Delgado and Ms. Bender by June 2nd.
Anna LaFontaine is headed to Africa this summer to volunteer with Global First Responders. She's collecting items to take with her to support children and adults who are in need. If you would like to contribute, her collection box is in the main lobby. She is collecting toothbrushes, reading glasses, flip-flops, among other items. Email Anna LaFontaine at fgschools.com with any questions.
A reminder that the IT department is now in the library, and if you need a loaner or have any other IT issues, please come to the library. And remember to return all loaners back to the kiosk.
Foster Gloucester. Foster celebrates 250 years, is looking for high school students to take part in a Revolutionary Era mock trial or town meeting at Foster's historic townhouse on Saturday, June 27, 2026. No acting experience is needed, just enthusiasm and school spirit. Participants can earn community service or workplace learning hours while building public speaking skills and bringing history to life. Interested students should contact Miss B, Miss L, or Miss Joyce at foster250committee.com. Step into the story and be a part of history.
Now for the word of the week and today's birthdays.
Good morning. The SAT word of the week is advocate. It is a noun and a verb, and it means one who supports or to support. Dana is an advocate for the stray dogs and cats as she works at the shelter on weekends. And for today's birthdays, we have Michael Lane and Logan and Rowan Pelletier. Happy birthday. And now for the week's weather.
Good morning, Pontiac. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. It was beautiful outside, and it was nice and warm. As we get into this week's weather, that warm weather is going to continue with today as a high of 82 degrees, and there's going to be plenty of sunshine on the way for today. And then tomorrow is going to jump up with a high of 93 degrees, so it's going to be warm out there and hot. And it's also going to be very humid, too, with some wind. And that's also going to be sunny and cloudy. And then Wednesday is going to take a turn with some thunderstorms in the afternoon happening. And it's also going to be warm out with a high of 92 degrees. And then Thursday is going to cool down just a little bit in the high 60s with a high of 69 degrees. And it is going to be sunny and cloudy that day. Friday is also going to be the same with the same amount of sun and clouds and a high of 66 degrees. That's all for this week's weather. And now for sports.
Good morning, Pontiac. Welcome back to Pontiac Sports. We go to this weekend's results. We unfortunately lost to boys Scituate 12-0, boys across. And in softball, we unfortunately lost to Smithfield 11-1. But we don't dwell. Today's sports, we have a 3 o'clock golf match versus Burrillville and St. Rose Academy at Melody Hills Golf Course. A 4 o'clock tennis at Cranston West. A 4:30 baseball game versus Rogers here at Pontiac High School. A 4:30 girls lacrosse at East Providence. And a 4:30 softball match or game at Scituate, and a 6:30 volleyball game at LaSalle, it looks like. And for Tuesdays, we have another 4:30 softball at Tollgate/West Warwick. And lastly, we have a 5 o'clock girls lacrosse game versus Pilgrim, and that is seniors night. So make sure to support your seniors that day. And looks like that's it for sports. Back to the desk.
For the quote of the day we have, the road to success is dotted with many tempting parking spaces. And that is said by Will Rogers. And with that,
Have a great day, Pontiac.